What's up gamers, my name is Cole Zeiss and I specialize in what others might call trolling. Except I fully intend to win with my strategies, and today, we're going to be playing Heartsteel Akali Botlane. Ever since her rework in 2018, Akali is one of those champions that has been a headache for Riot's balancing team. Her high levels of mobility, evasion, and burst damage proved too strong for a number of years to the point where she had to receive repeated nerfs. However, she has seen a recent resurgence in pro play due to the new Fearless draft as an A-tier mid lane assassin, but we don't really care about that, because we have a completely different game plan for her. And here's why it works. One of the issues Akali faces is that she tends to get focused in teamfights whenever she goes in. Through years of oppression, players have learned to not give Akali the backline access she desperately wants. This can make playing fights as Akali extremely difficult, as you have to choose your moments perfectly in order to be effective. As a longtime Akali player, I've grown used to this preferential treatment and have figured out a way to use it to my advantage. By swapping out Akali's core build for a much tankier one, we can effectively use this team-wide taunt to bait the opposing team into a bad engagement and farm Heartsteel stacks while we're at it. You see, Akali's kit is actually perfect for this rage bait tank playstyle. First of all, her extra ranged attack passive makes it easy to farm Grasp and Heartsteel stacks, and her W buys her enough time to wait for Heartsteel to charge. Now, instead of waiting for the opportune flank on enemy carries, we can simply engage with our team nearby and twiddle our kunai while collecting max health until somebody dies. The second part about this build may come as a surprise to you, but keep in mind that Akali is a dual scaling champion that struggles with wave clear. Hence, Titanic Hydra is the perfect item to build second. With it, you'll be two-shotting both waves and champions alike, and the AD it offers is not going to waste because her entire kit actually scales with AD and AP. Not to mention, you'll be weaving a lot of auto attacks in as well. Now I like to run this build bot lane into the exact types of champions Akali is built to destroy, and to stack Heartsteel on 2 champions in lane instead of 1. Additionally, playing alongside a support helps Akali scale much safer, allowing her weaker laning phase to become a level playing field. For the rune setup, I like to take Grasp of the Undying to help our early trading with auto attacks, Font of Life for allied healing that procs on our Q slow, Second Wind for added resilience in lane, and Overgrowth for more max health scaling. Secondarily, it is important to go into the precision tree for presence of mind to help with early game energy management, and coup de grace to help finish off kills. Finally, I like to take adaptive damage, scaling health, and tenacity to give ourselves a fighting chance on the front lines. This build does a surprising amount of damage and makes you really hard to kill. Picture a tank, Mundo, or Scion, but with Akali's mobility. Most importantly, the build is really fun to play. Anyway, that's more than enough talk for now. Let's get into the action and see what this build is really about. Hey guys, if you made it this far, you're a real one. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to support the channel. It's free, plus it'll give me a little dopamine while I'm at work, just like Banana Bread Guy. Now who doesn't want that? Anyways, let me know if you think this build cooks or burns down below. Stay frosty, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!